Well, welcome to Write on Web and my current series called Work on Progress. I think we'd all agree we are a work in progress, but this series is intended to help us take a closer look at the inner actions that we are doing. It's something that we all do as far as list making. I know so many of us, especially as moms, as homeschooling parents, we always have a list of things to do, yes, and we're like, get that done, get that done. But what I really want to focus on, and the thing that I believe is a game changer, is the inner action. It's what we're doing in here that will totally move the mark. So let's talk about thoughts. Do you ever wonder, why do I think this way? Do you have any negative thoughts? I do. Things that I have said, I don't feel qualified for this. I'm not organized enough for this. I'm not creative enough, right? I just think this is going to be too hard. You pick the subject. Is it homeschooling that you feel this way about? Being a teacher for your child? You're not alone. Is it starting your own business? Is that what has you thinking these thoughts? I mean, you can decide any topic that you want, but we find sometimes we have these negative thoughts and we need to question. This is that inner action. Take the time and think about why we think the way that we think. It's usually based on one of four really common things. Fear, right? Lack of confidence, sure. Change, doing something new, and because we care. Something matters to us, so we have these negative thoughts that have us questioning ourselves. This is something worth taking the time to do some work. This is the part that I really want to get across to everybody in today's episode. All thoughts are optional. When I heard these four words, it literally changed things for me. I was somebody who felt sometimes like a victim to my own feelings until I realized I'm creating this feeling with the thought I am thinking. I have to give so much credit to Brooke Castillo, who headed up the Life Coach School. It was a few years back that somebody recommended I listen to her podcast, and once I did, I've never stopped. She says pretty profound things. They're simple. They really are, but they're profound. This one really got me. Are you creating your thoughts, or are your thoughts creating you? So if you have a negative thought, something like, I have no clue what I'm doing, you're letting that thought then make you feel like you're helpless or incapable, right? A feeling is going to come from that thought. If we just let them jump into our head and we don't hold them accountable for what they're doing for us, we are creating some serious issues, my friends. So it's so much better to be like, wait a minute, I'm not sure that thought is serving me. Instead, I decide I'm going to create a better thought, like I'm an intelligent person, you're an intelligent person, I can figure this out. You can certainly figure this out. It's so important that we take the time to realize this. And so the other day I was in the shower, #shower thoughts. I get great thoughts in the shower. And I could see my closet from where I was. And I started thinking, what am I going to wear today? And all of a sudden I had this like closet analogy. I had this little connection in my mind that said, when I go each morning to pick out what I'm going to wear, it's like choosing a thought, right? Because when I go to pick out clothes, I consider some things first. Where am I going? What am I going to be doing that day? What particular style, look, comfort, right? Do I need to feel pretty confident today? Am I going to go to speaking engagement? Like, how do I want to present myself? Thoughts are just like that. We get to pick them, much like we get to pick what we're going to wear on any given day. And so these are the things that I started to realize. Just like when I'm picking out what I'm going to wear, I need to choose with intention the thoughts that I pick too. When I choose what I wear in my closet, I like to pick something that's comfortable. So if I put something on and I'm like, this isn't even really comfortable, it's kind of scratchy, it's a little tight, I can get rid of it and say, this is no longer serving me. And guess what? You can do that with your thoughts as well. Also, you've got to consider, is it still serving its purpose? If you've got this great blazer, but it's missing a button and you're like, this needs some work, just like your thoughts, you may not choose to wear it. You may choose to give it a little more time, get it fixed up. Maybe you love it that much that you do want to keep it, or maybe you get rid of it altogether. And that's important. Just like in your closet, there's a certain time where you're like, yeah, I would only wear this if I was actually going to like an 80s party. Yeah, maybe it's time to get rid of it and get new things too. And that's new ideas as well. Really important. Do you like this analogy? It's also important to think that all around us, there are people wearing all kinds of great outfits and cute clothes. Take a look at what's around you. Look at their thoughts as well, because we can get thoughts from other people. Now, sometimes there are thoughts that you wouldn't want. There are some outfits I probably wouldn't want, but there are also ones that I could look at and go, wow, that thought or cute outfit looks really good on her. I wonder how that would look on me. Try it on and see if it's something that fits you. It's important that you choose your thoughts, right? I am creating what's working best for my child is a great thought for homeschooling parents. I would challenge you to grab a piece of paper and a pencil and create the thoughts you want this year as a homeschooling mom. I am finding the resources that make the most sense for us. Don't be persuaded by what somebody in some social media group is doing unless it fits well, unless you like how it looks. Then it's great. But if you're like, I don't think I really like that, but everybody else is wearing it, come on. Our moms taught us better than that. We don't need to be like everybody else. You need to find what's best for you. That's my lesson today. All thoughts are optional. Remember, you have the free will to think whatever you want and whatever you don't want. Don't take that for granted. It's a beautiful thing that we are not puppets on this planet. We get to listen in, hear what other people think, and decide for ourselves. The sooner we can teach our children this little tidbit, oh my goodness, we're going to empower the next generation. Choose with intention. And that's why I'm saying, I'm really serious when I say, do you keep a journal? Do you have places where you write down your thoughts? You should every single day. And then next to them, note which ones are negative, which ones are positive. Circle what you want to wear on any given day. Decide what is serving you best. And don't forget to toss out the ones that aren't. You may have somebody in your family who is questioning whether or not you should even be homeschooling. They have their thoughts. Apparently, they like how that feels on them because they're wearing them. But it doesn't mean that you have to wear the same outfit. You get to choose. Toss it if it's not something that you want to put on. So important. All right, my friends. Hey, be sure to subscribe to this channel and especially keep an eye out for this series, Write on Web, Work on Progress. That's the one where we're going to be talking a little bit each week about lessons that you can apply to the inner self, and so that you can grow to be the person that you're most proud to be. Right on.